Hello everyone, my name is Ganesh Sanjay Miraskar. I am an assistant professor in Civil Engineering Department of Sri Siddheshwar Women's College of Engineering, Solapur. In today's lecture, we will be discussing about the stone masonry. First of all, the IS 2250-1981, the information is given about the selection criteria of masonry mortars. So we know that there are certain proportions of sand and lime, okay, sand and cement, cement, lime, pozzolana. So likewise, what should be the standard proportions for the adequate selection of or the proper selection of the masonry mortars? So IS 2250 provides us these criteria. The first of all the durability considerations are to be considered while selecting this mortar. Okay, then the proper grades which provides us the idea about the compressive strength of that mortar and the ingredients of that mortars. So in case of load bearing internal walls, grade of mortar should be mm 0.7 or more for high durability, but in no case less than mm 0.5. Now, all these mm 0.75, mm2, mm3, these are dependent on the mixed proportions. For example, mm 0.5, so it contains lime of 1b or e. Pozzolana, there is no content of pozzolana. Lime mixture is not there, but sand is 3 parts of sand. So likewise, all the grades of mortar is given in 2250, so that the 28-day compressive strength of that particular grade is also mentioned over here. So as per the requirement and the surrounding conditions, one can select the mortars. So first of all, mortar is the mixture that we are using for the joining two stones or two bricks. Okay, so what they say, where soil is very damp, masonry mortars of grade preferably mm2 or more shall be used, but in no case shall the grade of mortar be the less than mm 0.7. Okay, these are the criteria. So all detailed information you can have by using the 2250 IS 2250. So as far as all the criterias, okay, are given in IS 2250 as far as masonry mortars selection is concerned. So what should be the grade, what should be the proportion, what should be the compressive strength, what should be the proportion. Likewise, all the each and every detail is mentioned in this IS code. One can go for it. So here it is very difficult to explain each and everything in this video, so one can prefer 2250, study it thoroughly, and then you will understand the exact the masonry of stone masonry, the proper ingredients what are to be used, which are to be used for the masonry, right? So this is the table 1 of grade of masonry mortar. So everything it is mentioned over here. So every LP7, LP40, what do you mean by LP20? These are having their own specific meanings. So once you study the IS code thoroughly, you will understand the meaning of each and every terminology used over here and every sub condition that they have used. Again, for IS 1597, some more details we require, that is for the stone selection of stones for masonry work which are submerged in water. So dense stones like granite and gneisses, these are to be considered. So for masonry work exposed to smoke and chemical fumes, granite and quartzite it is required. For fine fire resistant masonry, sandstones are used. So like all the conditions are given over here in IS 1597. So while dealing with the masonry part, the basic knowledge plus the details while actual performance, while doing the site work, actual site work, you need all this information, all the knowledge which are mentioned thoroughly in these IS codes. which are easily available at internet. Next, coming to the our basics theory, it says that stone masonry is divided into rubble masonry and ashlar masonry. In that, in today's lecture, we will be discussing about the rubble masonry. So first subtype is uncoursed random rubble, where rough stones are used and there is no course as such. So uncoursed indicates there is no course. So these stones are laid without any specific direction, without any specific pattern. Okay, course indicates one layer. So you can observe over here there is no layer here. One stone is placed over here, another is here. So likewise, uncoursed random rubble masonry says the stones are directly from utilized from the quarry, and there is no specific size and shape for this these stones. Only thing should be remembered that the stone should be as light as to be handled by the workers. Next is coursed random rubble masonry. So coursed random masonry, it indicates, coursed means there is a specific pattern approximately. There will be a leveled course and then some approximate shaping and sizing is provided by with the help of hammer, which is known as dressing, and properly approximately a leveled course is there, which are to be used in this type of rubble masonry. Okay, so coursed means the stones are placed in specific pattern, in specific layers. Okay, not accurately, but up to some certain extent. Uncoursed squared rubble means stones are obtained from the quarry, and then they provide we have to provide square shape to them, approximately squared, and those stones are to be used placed in uncoursed manner, means there is no certain layer is there, no certain specific pattern is there, approximately you can say the placing of the stones is done over here. Coursed squared rubble. Rubble means the rough stones that which are directly obtained from the quarry. Squared means approximately shape is square, and coarse means those are placed in a specific layer over here. So there is no hard and fast rule about the shape and size, but approximately we have to maintain the course. So avoid the small stones, use of small stones and chips as much as you can. So this is the simple meaning of coursed square rubble. So built to regular. The maximum height of stones used is approximately 15 centimeter. Stones of you can say equal heights are laid in this course. This is for built to regular. So all these you can say information is available in detail in IS 1597 part 1 1992. So you can refer this masonry in more detailed information you can get over here there. And polygonal rubble masonry, it is dressed, that is shape and size is imparted with the help of the equipments, the tools, hammer, chisel, to provide a polygonal shape, but there should not be any continuity in the joint. So for that purpose, to provide proper shape, skilled labors are required. Okay, so this is the brief information about the stone masonry. In that specifically we have discussed about the rubble masonry and what should be the selection of mortar, how it should be selected, what should be the criteria for selection of stones likewise. Okay, thank you very much.